Comrade President, how did it go?
Excellent. With very successful Sadc summit. Yes.
Any of those pretenders who might have wanted to smuggle issues over here, did they get?
No, these things happen in society. Not everybody is a priest. So you find these things happening, but we are so alert that we are going to deal with things that are relevant to the summit, which was called this extraordinary, which means there was a particular subject we need to discuss.
Only DRC issues.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Awesome.
Wow. Honestly, guys, this is quite very interesting to watch. Honestly, in a short clip of a video, you can actually get out with a lot. You know, I'm just looking at Mr. Mnangagwa, who's looking completely drenched. Do I agree with Zim? 150%. He looks very tired, actually. Very tired. Bear in mind, Mr. Mnangagwa has been flying, different countries as far as Europe. You would see his posture when he flies into Zimbabwe. But this one is very tricky and different. And we are referring to Angola, just like not far within the parameters of our borders. Angola, his looks are very, very different. And now you listen to the approach of Ruben Baru, which I feel like Ruben Baru always traveled with Mr. Mnangagwa. I don't know who traveled with him, but I know he's always traveling with the president wherever he goes. Now we are looking at him approaching the president. It's like a scripted interview, and he's asking, Mr. President, and he's almost like, I can't see you or whatever. This is what I'm saying. He's getting younger by day. The president is getting younger by day. And then he's responding to him. He says, okay, Mr. How was your trip? Is that how you ask people questions when you ask how was your trip, and and how was the meeting? And the answers there quite interesting. So first point that came out of this is the question actions on the Zimbabwean people. So he's referring to people we kept on social media, really, asking, is Sadc going to address the Zimbabwean issue? Is Sadc going to address the Zimbabwean issue? Because the Zimbabwean issue is very sensitive. You know why sensitive? You saw what happened immediately after the report came out, when some of the government officials, which includes George Charamba and I remember Chinamasa as well, heading on a squabble with HH, which is Hakainde Hichilema, the president of Zambia. So definitely the Zimbabwean issue is sensitive, but every time you
also made comments on political situations in Zimbabwe and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Zimbabwe elections. My answer, very simple answer to that, yes, that item is on the agenda. It was on the agenda for the Monday summit. We didn't conclude, we didn't reach that item. This Saturday, that item is going to be discussed in Angola.
Hakainde Hichilema is being asked. He's very, very much to the point, and he doesn't want to discuss more because they're avoiding the reaction that will come out of social media. So now he is asking if people are imposing, communications to Sadc, which we know that is that's crazy, really. Posture was quite interesting. And then there's the priest narrative, and we know Hichilema is quite very, he's quite very stuck with his beliefs of being a follower of Jesus Christ, or a Christian, a religious person, and which I follow in the same category. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, so I understand his stance. Hichilema is quite adamant. He is resolute to his beliefs that principles reign supreme. So you can hear Mr. Mnangagwa was responding and say that he thinks it's about being a priest. He was expecting it to be politics. When you are mistreating people like the Zimbabwean politics, every time when someone says, oh, it's politics, I'm asking Zimbabweans, I'm like, what are you referring to? Because you seem like you're not really talking about leadership. Because to me, politics can only be robbed into the space when people are selecting leadership. Why is it the Zimbabwean situation is politics to them is about abuse? It's about coercion. It's about forcing. It's about intimidation. So I guess it's our mindset that needs to change for us to understand that, no, being in a political space is just a space of servanthood. Now that we are getting to understand that other countries don't tolerate the way that we are doing things, that angers the president. You can see he's quite very angry. And also now, Funny enough that Ruben Barwe is asking and say and or try to impose that it was only DRC that was discussed. And I'm sitting on the other side and Kazembe is looking and he's like, huh? You know, like, what is the president saying? We're just wait to hear what is it that was discussed in Angola. But honestly, something is brewing. Something is brewing. Am I the only one who can actually see that? Because I can see something is brewing. Guys, I'm going to have a live definitely. I'm asking you to come through. Let's have a discussion because I know something came out of Sadc. Obviously, we're waiting. But you remember there was also Ibo Mandaza who had actually request that Sadc can consider transitional government. So let's have a chat. I'll be live on Arombe Uncensored. So guys, I'll see you later on. This is just my take on this video. Small little clip of video, but says quite a lot. Thank you so much for sticking around. We've had fun. And I'm asking you guys to subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you ring the bell. And see you guys in my next upload. I love you all. Bless you.